How's it going, everyone? In this video, we have some big news on Sasha Banks' return, big plans for Bray Wyatt, and a whole lot more. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get the latest wrestling news. Alright guys, so for our first story of today, we have the ratings for SmackDown and AEW Rampage. So according to a new report from Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics, Friday Night SmackDown drew 2,231,000 viewers and a .52 in the key demo rating, and AEW Rampage drew 480,000 viewers and a .13 in the key demo rating, so it looks like Friday Night SmackDown took a slight drop in the ratings while the viewership for Rampage went up. Next up, we have some news on a WWE talent that almost went to AEW. So despite all of WWE's recent returns, one of their newest additions could have gone to AEW because according to a report from Fightful.com, Cathy Kelly, who just returned to WWE as a backstage interviewer on Raw, had direct talks with Tony Khan about joining AEW. And although it was reported that things looked promising, in the end, Cathy Kelly decided to return to WWE instead. Next, we have some news on WWE's plan for Bray Wyatt on SmackDown. So from the looks of it, WWE have some very interesting things planned for Bray Wyatt, because according to a new report from PWInsider.com, currently, on WWE's internal roster, Bray Wyatt is listed as the number 1 babyface on SmackDown, knocking off Drew McIntyre to the number 2 spot. So despite his apparent heelish promos, it seems like Bray Wyatt will be working as a face moving forward. Next up, we have some big news on Sasha Banks' potential return. So despite the fact that Sasha Banks and Naomi have still not made their return to WWE, recently Sasha Banks has teased her return on a number of different occasions, and now with a recent post from Lucha Libre Barcelona showing that Sasha Banks actually took part in one of their training sessions seems to indicate that Sasha Banks could be getting ready for her return to the ring. So now guys, I want to give you my thoughts and opinions on all of the topics that we discussed today. Starting off with our first topic, we did talk about the ratings for Friday Night SmackDown and AEW Rampage, and according to Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics, Friday Night SmackDown drew 2,231,000 viewers, which is slightly down compared to last week, and AEW Rampage drew 480,000 viewers, so Rampage did see a pretty good increase in the ratings department, while SmackDown did see a slight drop in their ratings. The next topic that we discussed was that a WWE talent almost went to AEW, and according to Fightful.com, they are reporting that Cathy Kelly, before she returned to WWE, she actually had talks with Tony Khan, direct talks with Tony Khan, and although it was looking promising that she would end up in AEW, for some reason things did not work out, and she ended up returning to WWE, and I'm pretty sure that many fans are happy with seeing Cathy Kelly back on WWE television. The next story that we talked about was plans for Bray Wyatt on SmackDown, and according to a new report from PWInsider.com, they are reporting that despite the fact that Bray Wyatt, since returning, he has been cutting some kind of, you can say, heelish promos, he is being listed internally on WWE's roster as the number 1 babyface on SmackDown. So he pretty much took Drew McIntyre's spot. Drew McIntyre is now the number 2 babyface on SmackDown, and Bray Wyatt is the number 1 babyface. So that will be very interesting to see what WWE has planned for Bray Wyatt, because when he returned, he kind of showed like he was going to be a heel, but it does look like he will be a babyface moving forward. The next story that we talked about was Sasha Banks' potential return to WWE, and over the past few days, actually, Sasha Banks has posted several pictures of her getting ready, getting in ring shape, and a recent photo from Lucha Libre Barcelona did show that Sasha Banks took part in one of their training sessions, which pretty much seems to indicate that she could be getting ready, back in form for her potential return to WWE, which has been rumored for several months now. So it looks like we will have to wait and see what will happen with Sasha Banks and also with Naomi returning to WWE. So with that being said, guys, that is all of the news that we have for today. Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts and opinions for all of the topics that we discussed in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.